Hi viewers, this is the True Criminal Files channel. In this video, we will discuss the tragic story of Susana Morales that went viral. Who was the mastermind behind the murder, and what was the motive of the perpetrator? The chronology of this story will be explained so that you all understand what really happened. So prepare a moment, sit back and relax, and let's reveal. Law enforcement agencies are fundamentally tasked with protecting and serving the community, ensuring the safety and well-being of all individuals, especially the most vulnerable. In the heartbreaking case of Susana Morales, however, this duty was tragically and egregiously violated. Instead of being a source of security and reassurance for Susana and her family, one police officer is now facing murder charges in connection with her untimely death. Plight of families from various Latin American countries, including Mexico, Central America, and the Caribbean, often leads them to undertake perilous journeys to the United States. They are driven by the desperate hope of escaping the violence, systemic oppression, and pervasive poverty that afflict their home countries. For many, the United States represents a beacon of hope, promise of a safer environment, and the possibility of a better life. However, this dream is often overshadowed by the stark reality they encounter upon arrival. Once these families navigate the treacherous path to the U.S. southern border, they are often met with unexpected dangers, including the very law enforcement officers who are charged with their protection. Susana Morales' tragic story exemplifies this heartbreaking reality. On February 6th, authorities unearthed the remains of 16-year-old Susana, who had been reported missing since July 26, 2022. The investigation into her disappearance pointed to one disturbing suspect, Georgia officer Miles Bryant. Throughout the investigation, the Gwinnett County Police had dismissed the family's concerns, quickly labeling Susana's case as one involving a runaway, disregarding their pleas and insistence that she would never simply abandon her home. Even when her last communication suggested she was on her way back, the police ultimately failed to act in a way that could have prevented her kidnapping and subsequent murder, an atrocity committed by a person sworn to uphold the law. In February, Officer Bryant, merely 22 years old, was terminated from a police department in Doraville County due to his connection to Susana's death. He now faces a litany of serious charges, including felony murder, kidnapping, first-degree burglary, filing a false crime report, and concealing a corpse. It is worth noting that Bryant has a troubling history of stalking and exhibiting inappropriate behavior towards women and girls. Presently, he remains incarcerated in Gwinnett County without the possibility of bail. Jasmine Morales, Susana's sister, expressed the shock and disbelief that enveloped her family, stating, "I was shocked and had to process it. It's a police officer, so I guess they know how to cover their tracks." The issues surrounding law enforcement extend far beyond this single case. According to data from Mapping Police Violence, over 1,176 individuals lost their lives at the hands of police in the United States in 2022, marking the highest number reported since at least 2013. Additionally, a revealing study conducted by Bowling Green State University uncovered that police officers faced 405 rape charges between the years of 2005 and 2013. A statistic researchers argue is likely underreported. A 2022 review by NBC highlighted concerns about police conduct in major cities such as New York, Los Angeles, and Philadelphia, revealing that numerous officers accused of sexual misconduct were neither terminated nor demoted. In some instances, these individuals were even promoted, raising serious questions about accountability and justice within law enforcement. The issue of missing young Black and Latina women has seen a disturbing rise during the pandemic, reflecting wider systemic issues. Activist Cheyenne emphasized this point at a Justice for Susana event, stating, "It's not just Gwinnett County. In Washington, D.C., there are still countless unresolved cases involving missing Black and brown girls under 21. For families like Susana's, the pursuit of a safe and secure life in America is intertwined with tragic truths of vulnerability and injustice. Very security and peace they seek have cruelly eluded them, leaving them to grapple with the harsh realities of a system that should be protecting them." Compounding the already dire situation faced by missing Latin individuals, is the acute lack of national resources allocated to this pressing issue, which results in insufficient media coverage of these cases. This limited attention further exacerbates the problem, leading to an alarming absence of reliable data regarding the number of missing Latin individuals. Particularly concerning is the fact that many missing Latinas are often misclassified within broader categories that include white women and children. This mislabeling, as researchers argue, effectively obscures the true scale of the crisis that is affecting the Latin community. A poignant statement from a local mother and community member encapsulates the sentiment of many. Hispanics aren't being heard or taken seriously. The Latino community is overlooked. Such statements, feeling of marginalization experienced by these communities in the face of ongoing injustices. In light of the local police's failure to respond adequately and provide the necessary due process in the investigation of Susana Morales' case, her family decided to take matters into their own hand. They launched the Justice for Susana petition, which serves as a powerful call for action. This petition demands not only a thorough and transparent investigation by the Doraville County Police Department, but also insists that Miles Bryant, the individual linked to Susana's case, should face full legal accountability. The petition highlights serious violations of Title 35 of the Georgia Code, which pertains to protocols regarding missing persons, and advocates for much-needed reforms in the treatment of missing minors. These reforms would ensure that families receive complete transparency during the investigations of their loved ones' disappearances, aiming to protect the rights of families navigating these traumatic experiences. Following the tragic death of Susana Morales, protests emerged as a powerful response against the Gwinnett County Police Department, with demonstrators rallying against perceived biases and injustices faced by the Latin community. Susana's case is deeply troubling, marking the third instance in the same month where a missing Latin teen has been found dead in the region. This spate of tragedies coincides ominously with the establishment of the new Atlanta Police Foundation, which has been labeled Cop City by many community activists, particularly those of color, who view the project as a threat to their neighborhood. In March, a significant showing of solidarity took place when hundreds of individuals from Black, Latin, and Native communities across Atlanta and other regions marched in opposition to a proposed $90 million police and fire training facility. Community members voiced their concerns about the potential displacement of majority Black neighborhoods and the devastating impact such a facility could have on local ecosystems. The chants of "Stop Cop City" reverberated through the air, alongside tributes to Viva Tortuguita, a non-binary activist who tragically lost their life after being shot by police while defending the South River Forest. Cases like that of Susana Morales serve to illuminate the systemic issues that have historically defined the relationship between law enforcement and marginalized communities. It is evident that, irrespective of their racial or ethnic backgrounds, both Black and Latin individuals are disproportionately vulnerable to police violence and are often subjected to a system that neglects their social needs and concerns. The 2022 Police Violence Report reveals a grim statistic. A significant majority of unarmed individuals who have lost their lives at the hands of police are people of color. Among these, Black and Latino individuals are particularly likely to be unarmed and are notably less likely to pose a threat at the time of their deaths. Alarmingly, the report indicates that the rate of police killings of Latino individuals approaches nearly double that of non-Latino white Americans, painting a stark picture of inequality in the application of justice. At a press conference held just last week, Jasmine, the sister of Susana Morales, shared her heartfelt sentiments regarding the loss of her sister. She poignantly stated, "No amount of money or justice can bring her back to us. However, we can strive to ensure that this tragedy doesn't happen to anyone else, and that's why we are here." Her words resonate deeply, fueling the movement for change and justice in the face of ongoing struggles faced by marginalized communities. I hope you understand what I'm trying to express in this video. Even though this is a case from a few years ago, at least I can voice my frustration as an ordinary person. Thank you for watching until the end. See you in the next video.